Good morning. Welcome to Election 360 here on your Election Command Center. Some 9 days to Decision Day, December 7. We are your Election Command Center. Today, we continue our parliamentary outlook in-depth analysis on the middle belt zones of Ahafo, the Northern, Ashanti, Eastern, Western North, and the OT regions. We'll also touch base with our reporters on campaign trail, who will be following closely the activities of the various flag bearers who are expected to sign the much anticipated peace pact later today. There's many more here on your Election Command Center. And remember that there are over 40,900 polling stations across all the 276 constituencies in all the 16 regions. There is only one Election Command Center, and that's right here. And we're building up strongly to Election Day, December 7. Everything you need to know, we'll tell you about it. And that's exactly what we've been building up to over the period. And stay with us here across all media journal platforms. My name is Alfred Okansi. And this morning, I have Martin Esiedodate right here. Yes. Martin,
yes,
what to expect?
Good morning to you, Alfred, as well. Good morning to our viewers. Coincidentally, the regions you mentioned, some are toss-ups, some in the way they voted over time have shown that they are stuck to one particular party. However, when we narrow down to some specific constituencies that we'll be going to very shortly,
right,
in all the middle belt of the country, where you're talking about Ahafo, Bono East, and Bono itself, then we have Eastern, Ashanti, and Oti. These are the regions in the middle part of Ghana. Some have stuck to a particular party, but when you go specifically to some region constituencies, we'll be digging into how they have voted over time and why we are saying that these particular seats are toss-up seats that people should watch out for. That's part of our big conversation later in the show. The devil is in the detail, they say. Michael Obodo, what are we looking at today?
Some interesting facts and some of the trends that we're seeing in some of the regions that we'll be exploring. Some of them, for instance, the NDC, for instance, has never won apart from the JJ effect. And also we see that a number of the swings, the seats that are also vote in a particular pattern, the margins are beginning to closen up. And we'll delve into that as we engage our data analyst.
It's a good one to look at, and that would lead us into a conversation on what's going on in these regions and constituencies. It's not just about the trends, it's about the story behind the trends. Kemini?
That's about right, Alfred. This is the desk where the people's conversation takes place. We'll check out what is driving the voting patterns you're seeing across the middle belt. I'm Kemini Amano.
Indeed, and my name is Berla Mundi, and if you look at the shocks that came with the election results in the 2020 general elections, and you compare that to the performance of the ruling government, as well as campaign promises that have been made by all the parties as well, that should inform your decision as to whether to vote for one party or the other, especially if you find yourself in the middle belt. And so we'll have that conversation moving on. My name is Berla.
My name is Beatrice Edu, and we'll also be looking into really how big these toss-ups will be and how, whether or not the NDC and the NPP will be eating very big into the constituencies of their stronghold.
Certainly, and that's all of it. We're going to be right here on your Election Command Center, Election 360, and some 9 days to Decision Day. We'll be back shortly with some more, starting off with the election nuggets after this quick break. Stay with us.